Hey everybody, this is Zoltan, and we're here with episode 3 of our Road to Glory with the Milan Juniors. And we just finished our first game, which we won 1-0. But it was a tough match. We definitely want to improve the quality of our team. At this moment, our transfer budget is $867,000. And salary budget is $141,000. So, as we mentioned in previous episodes, our goal here is to increase the salary budget as much as possible to bring in some of these youth division players like Harrington. His first annual salary would be $149,000. So these are other youth team players that their salary will go down as their overall goes down, but they will actually start to improve. So I want to try to bring in as many of these guys as I can at the lower salary options. So let's see what kind of offer I just got. I believe I have 2 guys here that are in line. Let's see what we can get. Well, this one actually I think is a no-brainer. His market value is $550 and transfer fee is $534. His release fee is $577, but I don't think I'm going to get that much more for him. So I think actually this was a guy that, if I remember correctly, I actually did try to renegotiate, and I increased the fee up by $89,000. That's what it says down there, Sport Director's comments. So it seems like they have agreed to that, so that's why it seems pretty reasonable. So I will agree to this, and this should be a good boost to my transfer budget as well as my salary budget. So now my salary budget is high enough that I can actually bring in one of my youth players. And let's see, I also have this guy that an offer was received. Transfer offer of $186,000 to go to China. And the release fee for this guy is $207. So I don't think I'm going to get that much more for him either. It's not really worth it for me to try to negotiate $5,000 or $10,000 more. So I will just go ahead and accept this. And gives me another $28,000. So now my salary budget is over $204,000. The transfer budget is now 1.5, but can't really buy anybody because I don't have enough salary. And so that's going to be my consistent problem. So I did get rid of 2 guys now, and I will have enough to bring in my first youth player, which will be Harrington. And we're going to sign him right now. So that knocks my salary budget down to $54,000, which you can see my next guy that I would bring in is at $89,000, and then there's a handful of some other guys here that I think this left back is definitely someone I would like to bring in soon, because he's actually high enough that he would be an upgrade from my current starter. So he's definitely somebody I want to target. And he's only 16 years old, so he's going to grow a lot. I think that's probably my next choice. So I just advance here 1 day so I can bring in my new guy. There should be a cutscene coming up here. So as you can see, I pretty much have 1 week left of this transfer window. And I'm going to try to get rid of at least maybe 4 more players so I can bring in a couple more youth players. So here's the guy. Yes, meet him. Okay. Yeah, this is where we play. Okay, yeah. Hey everybody. Okay, we're united. And I'm stepping on the ball. But you got to kick this ball, you got to kick it over there. Okay. So he's happy. on the team. So I think that 2 guys probably departed. Okay. And this is our newcomer notice, our new signing. Let's see how he fits in with the team. So there he is, Harrington. And he has a contract now for 1 year. That's it. All right, well, and I don't know why his market value says he's only 3.7, but the release fee is 10 million, which actually comes in handy because if I do try to sell him later on, it's going to be for closer to what the release fee is. So that's kind of a nice thing. Seems like the youth player value that you see, market value, changes when you actually buy him. It actually goes down. I don't know why, but the release fee stays around that point, so you have room to grow. I guess that's the point. And let's go to our game plan and see where he fits in. So I'm going to bring him all the way up here. All right, well, this is the team I'm looking at right now. And I can bring him in as a starter right there. So he will be my new attacking midfielder. It's right-footed. Okay, well, that works. I'm fine with that. So I might as well go ahead and save this. Advance 1 day and see what happens. Maybe I'll get another offer. So hopefully we have enough to bring in the left back that I'm looking at each day. Nope, nothing happened today, so advance 1 more day. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, sometimes if you feel like for some reason the transfers are a little bit paralyzed, you can just back out of the game and just reload. Maradona is Europe's best player. And didn't get anything yet. Yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of reloading because I'm running out of days here to be able to sell what I need in order to bring in that left back. So this is not good. So I really wonder what would happen if I just went back and reloaded, if I would actually get another offer. If I don't get one here, I'm going to consider doing that. I didn't get it. So let's back out and try it one more time and see if something else happens. It's maybe just a little bit of bad luck on the transfer market. So one thing to remember is I actually have the transfer market set to high, so negotiations are still normal, but I have the frequency of the amount of transfers set to high, so should be more activity than what I'm getting right now. But if I don't get it, then I'll have to just keep going. But I know that some of these guys, I've looked in there and they are getting contacts from some teams, but just no offer for some reason. Well, that's not good. I don't know why you go into a little bit of a drought sometimes and you just don't get any decent offers. Yeah, so we got the cutscene again. We already know this. Nope, nothing here. Yeah, certainly there will be something on the last day, but I would like to be able to get one more transfer done before the last day, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Boy, that's disappointing. Got to be something here. All right, we got something. All right, see there? So it's good to sometimes back out and reload, because this is the same day right now that in fact, I saw the little video here in the middle said that the talks have been denied, which for that same player that I just got an offer for. And one thing that's really interesting about this player is that his market value is unusually high. And so I really wanted to sell him. You can see the market value is $7.15 and the release fee is $6.43. Ah, boy, I don't know. $5.79. I could probably get a little bit more for him. Would it be worth it for me to take the chance? Why don't we back out of here, save it. If I really wanted to try to negotiate a little bit more. If it doesn't work, and if they get mad and run away, I can just come back, reload the game, and then take the deal as it is. So, go down here, 579. All right, hold on. My market value is 715. Release fee is 643. I think I could probably renegotiate at least 620. 637. Yeah, I don't know if they'll take that. Well, let's try it, see what happens. It's pretty close to the actual release fee, but maybe it's a good way to get a little extra, see if that works. If not, I can always back out and reload it, but they're probably going to come back with a counter offer. Oh, did they respond already? No, this is scouting. So I am scouting right now for a center back or a goalkeeper, which I probably don't have that kind of money right now, but it's something I'll be looking at coming up. I don't know whether scouting left backs. Well, I am pretty low on left back, but I'm going to replace that with a youth division, so I'm not even focused on that at all right now. Advance one more day. I would expect to get some response here on the final day, and there'll probably be a cutscene here. It'll be interesting to see who else. All right, so Betab is going to receive an offer here in a couple of hours. All right, good news. So they did accept it at the higher negotiation, so that's good. Which I cannot understand, because if you compare him to other players, like even this guy up here, Suleiman, is a left winger at the same overall, and his market value is only 337. And even though he's actually 19, which is usually a young age, so they would usually be higher. Lusif is a winger who is twice the market value, but his age is higher. So that doesn't make any sense at all, because usually the younger players are worth more. So I cannot understand. But they did actually negotiate the higher fee. And so that's a pretty good score right there for 637, plus the salary budget will increase as well. So that jumps up to 77,000. And I want to take a quick look at, I think I might be able to get that left back in here soon. The one I'm looking at. What's going on? Oh. Alright, where is he? Here he is. Alright, I do have enough to bring this guy in, and he would actually become my starter right away, so this guy, I definitely want to sign him. Alright, so my salary budget, as you can see, is down to 18,000. Transfer budget just keeps going up because I keep selling players. So I will have some money during the winter transfer window to possibly bring in a better center back or goalkeeper. Oh, that's not good. Transfer talk denied. So this is a cutscene. Oh, last day of the transfer window. Bet team. Oh, they're going to ask for 193,000. Seems like a fair price. Okay. Well, let's see if it's fair or not. Where did he go? Here he is. Yeah, that does seem like a fair price because his release fee is $215, so it's not really worth it for me at this point. He's a pretty low-level player. Might as well just go ahead and accept this. Get him off my books. Increase the salary to 44,000. I don't think that's going to be enough to bring in another youth player. I'm going to have to sell somebody else. Last day of the transfer window, Chapter 3. We did some good business. And it looks like we've run out of time. Oh, we did get another guy in here, but is there enough time to do it? I think we should decline this. Oh, he's not one of our starting guys, is he? What's going on? He's not even... He's not on the transfer list. What's going on? Yeah, I don't want to sell this guy. What's happening here? I don't think I want to do that at all. 70,000 though. That would be a lot of salary. But yeah, it's just not worth it. I don't really have another good right wing to back him up, so I'm going to just end negotiations. We don't want that. 44,000 is all I've got at this point, so not really that much to bring in somebody in unless I want to go for one of these lower level guys, but I'd rather save my money to try to bring some of these other ones in. And each month I will get an extra 50,000 just from the gate, you know, from the money that comes in from tickets at the stadium. So I will be able to purchase somebody, unless I get someone right here. Okay. Lescoy. Alright, this could be good. This is actually, I believe, the left back that I'm going to replace. So, oh, look, our parent team, Milan, actually got Aspilicueta. That's interesting news. So this guy, I believe, is on my list to be sold, and he's a 64 overall, and I just replaced him for free, basically, with Teixeira, so he's going to be my new left back. So I might as well sell this guy. But the transfer, oh God, look at that. It's really not reasonable. 146,000. What should I do? Because I know I don't have enough time. How much time is left? I think just 5 hours. Well, Guess I could save here. It's unfortunate that it wasn't a little bit higher. I don't know if it's worth it to me to even take a chance of negotiating. But I should be able to get a higher than that because his release fee is 203. His market value is 183. I should be able to get at least 160. But is it worth 20,000 to ruin a chance to get this deal done before the end of the window? Please send it. All right, let's see what we can get. 168. All right, transfer window will close in 5 hours. These negotiations will take 3. All right, they agreed. So it was worth it for me to go ahead and ask for that because I knew I could get more than that. All right, so let's see what we got now. 168, that's much better. So is there enough time here to accept the deal? Well, this will be the last contract. So now I do have 79,000. I should have enough to bring in. And I don't know if there's a difference between signing someone from the youth team during the transfer window as opposed to after. I don't know if it has any effect on how long his salary is going to be for, and also how soon I would be able to sell him in the future if I wanted to. So I did get my monthly training report. As you can see here, everyone is going up. And I also will have my budget report. So I should have about 50,000. Yeah, there's 49,500 that I'm getting right now each month. And as my team starts getting better, that will start going up a little bit. But the most important thing to make it go up is start having some players with roles that actually will affect fan favorites, which will bring in more money. So let's take a look here at my game plan now that I've just got through the window. I should have this left back still down here. So he's better than the one I had before. And all right. Well, that's my team now. I'm starting to lose players, so I'm running out of space here. So, still have some weaknesses. I'd like to have either a better player here at the attacking midfield, or I need someone to start going up. Looks like this guy just recently went up a little bit, so I'm going to switch him with this other center midfielder. He just went up. And as you can see, my center backs are pretty low, so that is one of the first things that I'm going to try to upgrade. So that's it. That's the team. And if you look at my opponent, my next game, Ascoli, clearly they have a lot of players in the low 70s, even mid 70s. So that most of these teams that I'm going to be facing are quite a bit better than me. And even the low goalkeeper that they have right now is actually a backup. So they have 2 or 3 good players in the 70s on this team, so sitting on the bench, who are better than all of my players. So I've got some work to do, and I will conclude this with bringing in, I think, one more player off the youth team. Unfortunately, it will take one game for me to have him come in. He doesn't come in right away, so I've got 128,000, and I should have enough here to bring in this left. Now the problem with him being an LMF as opposed to a left wing is if I play him at left wing, his number goes down to like 63 or 64, which I don't know if that actually affects his playing at all, but that would be interesting to know. So I think this will be the first guy that I try to bring in. And it will take a day. And I still have 38,000, so I can actually bring in a lower one down here, but I'll wait and try to go with one of these other guys. Actually, this AMF looks pretty good here too. But we'll wait one day and see what happens. So yeah, after this match, we will have to see, because this is actually a Coppa Italia match, so not as important. But after this, we'll see if they come in, and we'll continue to work on building this team. So just want to put on here, see who my top guys are right now. Harrington, that's what it looks like. And there's Maldini, is now at 68, so he's going up. So that's the end of this episode, and more episodes to come. Take a look.